So where we left off in the last video, this '04 Mustang Mach 1 was just repainted, and they did the whole paint job themselves, lots of prep work, lots of work, and now it's going back together nicely. They got the badges on and everything, still needed the header cowl by the windshield wipers, and so as that was all coming together, it was just about getting the car ready to be wet sanded and polished. You can see the interior looked really good. They recently added that shift ball and stuff, but I think the car looked really nice on the inside, especially for the mileage. It's currently sitting at 175,000 miles, which I had that many miles on my red Mach 1, and it was an '04 as well, actually. And so still looking really good. They went ahead and painted the Mach 1 grille delete and the windshield wipers gloss black, and they got a magic drift style chin spoiler, I believe is what it is. So here's the car with no chin spoiler, but the headlights and everything installed, the Mach 1 grille delete and pony, and then here's with the chin spoiler. And so that's looking really good. It's nice to get the car back together, and it looks like a fun car. Something going down the road looks nice. Now, they wanted the paint to cure for a while before they wet sanded and polished. Unfortunately, they did have to drive it in the rain a little bit, but the rest of the car looked really good. And so you can see it's just needing the stripes and stuff, and we'll get to that here in a minute. But they did get to drive the car around and enjoy it with the new paint job, and just not like start to daily drive it or anything, but just kind of go out and test driving it and everything. So the wet sanding and polishing began, and that takes a long time. Basically, you're getting some kind of a lubricant, whether it's soapy water or whatever, and different grades of sandpaper, and you're sanding the orange peel out of the paint. And if you look closely at what the car looks like when it's been repainted, there's usually a little bit of orange peel. We'll have a good picture here in a second, but here's what it looks like. You have kind of the sanding material and the soap all over the side of the car. It kind of leaves that film. It's just wet sanding, and then you polish it after, and it really brings it out. So here's the orange peel. You can see it looks like the surface of an orange, and some fresh paint jobs look that way, and you can sand that out until it comes to be more of a glass look and a very nice reflection. And so it takes a long time to do this, going over the entire car. This side was wet sanded and polished, and so you can see how it has that nice reflection to it and it looks smooth like glass. This side wasn't done yet, so there's a little comparison. If you can see, still kind of cloudy and orange peely, and so they were going over and doing it. So here's another side that was completed with the wet sanding and polishing. Just looks like a nice reflection, looks really good. And then back to the other side that wasn't touched yet. This is what it looked like before, so kind of ripply. And once you start looking for this on cars, you'll notice how it is. Even some cars have that from the factory. Not quite this drastic because this needed to be done, but you can see when cars get repainted and stuff, you'll notice whether it was good or bad, or whether they had wet sanded and polished and finished it up or not. So looking really good there. So next they went ahead and ordered the stripe kit. The Mach 1 side stripes, they had the little fade towards the back, and they had the Mach 1 letters. The V6 Mustangs had a similar stripe that didn't fade and said Mustang on it. So here is the hood stripe too. They went ahead and ordered the Mach 1 style hood stripe, which I think really belongs on this car. And so getting everything all finished up here, everything looking really good. And something else that's cool they added, that's a really small detail but looks really good, are these Mach 1 with the correct font valve stem caps, and they added these to the wheels. Those look really good. It's one of those little small details that when you look closely you see, and I actually did notice these on a Corvette the other day with the Corvette logo, so people do notice them. So pretty cool. They look really nice on there, and it's just all these small little details that make the car all come together and look really nice. The car looks nice and bright, and it's definitely come a long way. There's the stripes on the side now, looking very good. I really do think these stripes belong on the Mach 1, and I know people remove them, and it looks good. I mean, the car looks nice regardless, but I think the stripes are a really good touch to the Mach 1. So here's the hood stripes ready to go on, and you can apply these with spraying down some lubricant or soapy water, and you can move them where you want and then squeegee the air bubbles out of it. And So that's the car now with the hood stripe on, and that looks fantastic. So when you see this car, it just looks awesome now, and they did a lot of work to bring this car back from the kind of starting to peel in some areas and just needed a paint job. And so they're very happy with this, and it looks very good. And this is a fun car they can take around and go to like little car meets and stuff with and be very proud. So I hope you enjoyed the series of this car coming back from needing a paint job and looking good and everything. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more Mustang content.